Welcome, everyone. Today you're not just watching a story, you're stepping into a journey of struggle, resilience, and unstoppable determination. This is a story for anyone who's ever felt like giving up, but didn't. Chapter 1: The Place Where Dreams Go to Die. Marcus Reed was born in the heart of South Chicago, a neighborhood where sirens were more common than laughter, and hope often felt like a fragile illusion. The streets were filled with stories of struggle, and most of them didn't have happy endings. His mother, Angela Reed, worked as a nurse's assistant, pulling double shifts to provide for Marcus and his younger sister. His father had been in and out of prison, leaving behind more pain than memories. Marcus grew up fast. At just 10 years old, he already understood the meaning of sacrifice. He saw it in his mother's tired eyes and felt it in the empty fridge on certain nights. School wasn't much better. Teachers saw Marcus as another statistic, a kid with potential, but no real direction. He struggled to focus, often distracted by the chaos of his surroundings. By the time he reached high school, most people had already made up their minds about him. He won't make it. Those words followed him everywhere. And for a while, Marcus believed them. Chapter 2: The Breaking Point. At 17, Marcus hit rock bottom. One night after a heated argument at home about money and responsibilities, he stormed out. Angry, frustrated, and lost, he wandered the streets with nowhere to go. That night changed everything. He witnessed a violent incident just a few blocks away, something that shook him deeply. It wasn't just fear he felt, it was realization. This is where I'll end up, if I don't change. For the first time in his life, Marcus saw his future clearly, and it terrified him. He didn't want to become another story of failure. He wanted more, but wanting wasn't enough. He needed a plan. Chapter 3: The Decision. The next morning, Marcus made a choice. There was no dramatic moment, just a quiet decision. I will not let my environment decide my future. He started small. Instead of skipping classes, he showed up. Instead of wasting time, he started reading. Instead of blaming others, he took responsibility. It wasn't easy. People laughed at him. His friends said he had changed too much. Some even tried to pull him back into old habits. But Marcus stayed focused, because he had seen what the alternative looked like. Chapter 4: The First Mentor. One day after school, Marcus stayed late in the library, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. That's where he met Mr. Thompson, an older teacher who noticed something different about him. "You're trying," Mr. Thompson said. "That already puts you ahead of most." Those words meant more than Marcus realized. Mr. Thompson became his mentor. He introduced Marcus to books about mindset, discipline, and success. He taught him how to think differently, how to set goals, and how to stay consistent. For the first time, someone believed in Marcus, and slowly, Marcus started believing in himself. Chapter 5: The Long Road. Marcus knew education was his way out, but he was behind. Years of neglect had left gaps in his knowledge, and catching up felt overwhelming. Still, he refused to quit. He studied late into the night. He asked questions in class. He practiced, failed, and tried again. There were moments when he felt like giving up. Moments when the old voice returned. "You're not good enough." But now he had a new voice, stronger, louder. "Keep going." By graduation, Marcus had done the impossible. He wasn't at the top of his class, but he had earned something more valuable: a second chance. Chapter 6: The Next Challenge. College wasn't easy either. Marcus got into a small state university with financial aid, but the pressure was intense. He worked part-time jobs to support himself. He struggled with self-doubt. He felt out of place among students who seemed more prepared. But he remembered something Mr. Thompson once told him: "You don't have to be the best, you just have to refuse to quit." So Marcus kept pushing. He chose business as his major, not because he fully understood it, but because he saw it as a path to freedom. During his second year, he discovered something that would change his life: entrepreneurship. Chapter 7: The First Attempt. Marcus decided to start a small business. With just $200 saved from his job, he launched a simple idea: reselling sneakers online. At first, it was exciting. He made a few sales, earned small profits, and felt like he was finally on the right path. But then reality hit. Competition was fierce, mistakes were costly, and within months, he lost almost everything he invested. It felt like failure all over again, but this time, Marcus reacted differently. He didn't quit. He learned. Chapter 8, The Growth Mindset. Instead of seeing failure as the end, Marcus started seeing it as feedback. He learned about branding. He analyzed successful businesses. He realized something powerful. Success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about learning from it. So he tried again. This time, he started a digital service, helping small businesses manage their social media. At first, clients were hard to find. He faced rejection after rejection. But Marcus had developed something stronger than talent: persistence. Chapter 9, The Breakthrough. One day, a local restaurant owner gave him a chance. It wasn't a big opportunity, but Marcus treated it like it was everything. He worked tirelessly. He improved their online presence, increased their customer engagement, and helped boost their sales. The results spoke for themselves. Soon, more businesses started noticing. Referrals came in, clients grew, income increased. For the first time in his life, Marcus felt in control. Chapter 10, Building Something Bigger. After graduating, Marcus made a bold decision. Instead of taking a stable job, he went all in on his business. It was risky, there were no guarantees, but Marcus believed in himself. He expanded his services, built a small team, focused on delivering real results. The journey wasn't smooth. There were setbacks, financial struggles, moments of doubt, but Marcus had changed. He no longer feared failure. He embraced it. Chapter 11, The Rise. By the age of 28, Marcus had built a successful digital marketing agency, six-figure revenue, a growing team, clients across different states. But the numbers weren't what mattered most. What mattered was who he had become. The same boy who once felt lost and powerless was now confident, disciplined, and driven. He had transformed his life, not overnight, but step by step. Chapter 12, Giving Back. Marcus never forgot where he came from. He returned to his old neighborhood, not as a victim, but as a role model. He started mentoring young people. He shared his story. He showed them what was possible. Because he knew, sometimes all someone needs is proof that success is possible. Final chapter, The Message. Marcus Reed's story isn't about luck. It's about choice. The choice to keep going, the choice to believe, the choice to rise. No matter where you start, no matter how many times you fall, no matter how impossible it seems, you have the power to change your story. Final words. You might be at zero right now. No money, no support, no clear direction. But remember this: zero is not the end. It's the beginning. Every successful person started somewhere. What matters is not where you are. It's where you decide to go. Your story starts now. Take one step today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Because one small step can lead to a completely different life. And one day, someone will look at your journey and say, "All right, guys, that's it for today." If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, your journey from zero to hero starts today.